welcome back to my channel. We're back for another project pan update. It's been about a month and a half, almost 2 months, I feel like, since I updated you guys last. We have quite a few updates. I have finished a few products. We're rolling in a couple of new products, and then I just kind of added one for funsies because why not? Before we get started, don't forget to upload every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday for you guys. If you like this video while you're watching it, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel out. And other than that, if you're excited and you want to hear an update on my this year's project pan, then let's go ahead and get started. So this is my second update for this current project pan. I'm doing like a whole entire year project pan here, and I'm like rolling in items as I finish the ones that I originally chose. I'm going to go ahead and have my intro video and my first project pan update linked down below in case you did miss them and you want to check out why I put in the products that I put in, and then also other products that I've already finished up, that I've rolled in, all of the above. If you are a project panner lover and you want to see my other videos, like I said, I will have them linked down below. I finished up 4 products. I'm super excited about that. The first 2 that I finished up were both of my primers that were in my project pan. The first one was the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This baby was getting old, like real old, like 3 years old. Okay, so I really needed to finish it up before it went bad. This is a really great primer. I like it. e.l.f. is affordable, so this is like $8 or something like that. Is it like the most pore filling primer ever? Definitely not. The Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer and then also the Catrice like poreless primer are both way more pore filling than this one. However, for a nice drugstore option, it was nice. And with those other primers, I can't put it all over my face. But with this one, I felt comfortable just putting it all over my face as like my only primer. So yeah, I did enjoy this. I cannot foresee myself like repurchasing it in the near future or anything like that, but I did enjoy it while I had it the last 3 years that I had it, because it took a really long time to finish up. And then I also finally finished my ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Primer. Yes, there is still a tiny bit down at the bottom, but you guys, I pumped and I pumped until I couldn't pump anymore, and then I took the cap off and like went like this and tried to get it all out. I really did try my best to get this all out. So I'm calling this an empty because I'm just sick of it. I love this primer. It's a very beautiful hydrating primer without being oily or greasy, but I just kind of got a little over it, and I'm really glad that it is gone. I'm pretty sure when I was first sent this product, it was already a little bit on the older side. So because of that, it was like this really dark orange shade. That's not the color it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like a light creamsicle orange sort of color, but it never like smelled bad. And again, while I did enjoy this, kind of like the e.l.f. Poreless Putty, I don't have plans to repurchase it right this second. I could definitely see myself repurchasing it again in the future though. So because I finished up those primers and they were the primers in my project, I went ahead and rolled in something new to replace it. And I rolled in the Smashbox, the original Photo Finish Smooth and Blur Primer. This is an oldie, but a goodie. I'm not gonna lie, I really do love this primer. It's been around for a while. However, Smashbox recently like relaunched these. I don't know if they reformulated, but they repackaged and all of that. So I figure, you know what? This is the older packaging. It's a little bit older in my collection. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to finish it up again, kind of before it goes bad. When I first finished up those other 2 primers and rolled this in, this is where I was at. But since then, because I finished these a while ago, that's like the hard part about doing these project pan updates, because like I finish products and then I roll in new ones. And then sometimes it's like a month before I come on and do a like update video for you guys. So I'm still trying to figure out the balance of how often to put these up. I put my first one up in January introducing it, and then my second one towards the end of February, like giving you an update, and then now in April giving you another update. So I think every 2 months is going to be how it goes, but like I don't know, I'm still trying to like figure out using the products and introducing them to you and all of that. So we have a second line because since I have rolled this in and I've been using it, I'm all the way down to here. This is a really good primer. It is smoothing and blurring exactly like it says. Like when I put this on, I feel like there is a filter over my face, like truly. But it almost feels like every time I go to apply it, it almost feels like it's gonna pill up everywhere. It never really does, but it feels like it's going to. So while I do like this, I'm excited to finish it up in my project pan coming up. Then the third product I was able to finish was the One Size. This is their translucent loose setting powder. I'm not really surprised that I was able to finish this up because it's a little mini size of it, but I took the stopper out and everything. Like I got every last drop of this powder out. I don't like this powder though. That was kind of one of the main reasons I put it in my project pan to be able to use it up and just get it out of my collection. You can't really tell now, but it had a little bit of a yellow tint to it. And I just felt like that changed almost the color of my foundation and concealer when I would use it. I think that's because I'm so fair. I like more of the white translucent powders. Also, this was pretty drying on my skin, so I'm definitely not going to be repurchasing this. And the powder that I rolled in to replace it, you might be able to guess because I've used it in quite a few Get Ready With Me's in the past couple of weeks, and it's the Jason Wu Ready Set Matte Setting Powder. This is a really lovely setting powder. I don't hear really anyone talking about Jason Wu's brand really in general, but especially this setting powder, and it is lovely. It sets your makeup down nicely, locks it in, isn't drying, doesn't change the color of it or anything like that. Like, I really genuinely love this powder. So I put it in here because I just want to use it up, not because I don't like it or it's getting old. I just was like, hey, you're next, baby. I'm finishing you up. So when I first rolled it in, again, I was here, and then if I like get it to where it's even and like parallel to the line, it's like about here. So I've used up quite a bit of it in the last couple of weeks from when I rolled it in. But again, I just really like this powder, and I will be sad when it's gone. It is a really good one. And the fourth and final product that I was able to finish up and roll out of my project pan was the KNC Super Balm. I didn't love this. This was in the rose scent. I just felt like it was, I don't know, the scent was just a little bit too much for me, a little bit too strong, and a little bit too like fake rose, and I could like smell it and taste it, and it was really thick on the lips. I didn't hate it because it was moisturizing, but I also won't repurchase it. So I was able to have this line at my first check-in, this one at the second, and then I did squeeze out every last little bit that I could to use all of this up. I was able to finish this up because I used it before every single solitary time I did my makeup. Every time I sat down at that desk to do my makeup, I would apply this right before and let it sink in throughout the whole time I was applying my makeup. Again, I'm not going to repurchase it though. I didn't like it enough, but the product I wanted to roll in is not really a lip balm, but I'm going to plan to use it in the same way where I apply it before I start my makeup and let it, you know, sink in throughout the whole time. And that is the NYX This Is Juice Gloss. This is an electrolyte infused color, ooh, and this is in the Strawberry Flex scent. So I have a little line here. This is like brand spanking new. I pretty much just bought this maybe a month ago or so, and as you can see, I have not been able to use up a ton of it, and we are right there for you. We got this line right here. I've got quite a bit to finish up. This definitely I feel like is going to take me a while, but I like this, so I'm excited to start using it more. All right, so now that we talked about all the products that I was able to finish up and then the products that I was rolling in to replace them, now I'm going to give you an update on the products that have been in my project pan and tell you how that's going. Some of them I feel good about, some of them I do not. So the first one is the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation. I have the shade 105 Fair. So the first time I showed it to you guys, I was here, and this time I'm about right here. I was a goober and had it like over on its side, all over the place in my bag. So I let it sit there for a while, and I could kind of see that it's right here. So I feel good about that, like it's almost gone. And honestly, thank goodness, I'm really sick of this foundation. I used to love this foundation so much, but it is getting older. It's definitely over 2 years old at this point, and I can tell that it's not turning, like it's not going bad, but it's not performing the way that it used to when I first loved it. And again, I think it's just because it's getting a little bit older. So we only have a little tiny bit left. I'm gonna work my hardest to finish this up because I really do want it gone. I figure I will go ahead and give you an update on what I'm going to roll in when this one's gone, because this one is like almost gone. I can definitely see me finishing this up very, very soon. So instead of like waiting until the next project pan update in like 2 months or so and telling you guys like, hey, I already finished another foundation, or you know, anything like that, I figure I would go ahead and tell you what I'm gonna roll in. So I'm actually rolling in 2 foundations. I know that's a little bit ambitious of me to roll in 2 to replace 1, but we're doing it, and we're gonna see how I can finish them up. So the first one is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation. I love this foundation. I love it so stinking much. I have the shade Fair 30N. It is a lovely medium coverage, but provides enough coverage for me. It's hydrating, it's not drying, it sits well on the skin, it wears well all day long. I am just putting this in my project pan to try to finish it because it's getting older, kind of like the Dose of Colors. I've had this one for almost 2 years now. This summer, I think this July will be 2 years. So it's just getting older, and I want to finish it up before it goes bad. I went ahead and marked a little line right there. Again, I had it sitting for a while, And again, now I'm like shaking it all up, so it's kind of hard to see, but this is where the foundation was sitting when I had it just sitting there for a while. And so that is what we're looking like. We don't have a ton left, which I'm happy about. I feel like I definitely can finish this up. And they're also rolling in the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. In this, I have the shade 400 Pearl. I don't love this one as much as the Pretty Fresh, but I do still enjoy this foundation quite a bit. I have already gone through one whole bottle in the past and repurchased it, so you know I like it. I feel like the past couple times I've been wearing it though, it's been slightly drying on me, so we'll see how it goes as I'm finishing up. Maybe I can start like combining these two together. Maybe they'll be a really nice combination. I don't think I've tried that before, but with this one I have about this much left. So a little bit more than the Pretty Fresh one, but still less than half. So again, I feel really good that I can finish this up. It's a little bit more on the medium side, so I do have to build it up, usually 2 layers on my cheeks. So that way I'm using a little bit more than like a full coverage foundation. So yeah, these two are the ones that I'm rolling in to replace the Dose of Colors when I finish this up, because hopefully this will be gone very soon. All right, kind of lied. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the one product I'm just throwing in here for funsies, and then we'll update the rest of the products. Really quickly, I'm gonna throw in the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I have about this much left, which is not very much. The only reason I'm throwing this in is because I rebought a full size of it in the Sephora sale recently. I don't believe my haul is up yet when I'm filming this and when this is going live. I'm waiting for all my orders to come in because I made way too many orders. So they're kind of coming in a little bit slowly, but I did go ahead and repurchase another full size of this, spoiler alert, for my haul. I love this setting spray with my entire heart. It is a beautiful setting spray. This truly makes your makeup last all day long. I'm obsessed with this setting spray, but I already have another full size in my collection, like I said, that I repurchased. So I just kind of want to finish this one up. And then as far as the other products that have been in my project pan for a while now that I am still just chugging along at, I'm still trying, you guys. I really, really am. The first one is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It Bronzer. So I'm going to be popping up pictures here of my progress with this one because there's no lines or anything. I feel good about this progress. I do. This is seriously almost gone, and actually I'm a little bit curious of how I'm going to get this last little bit because it's just around the ring in the edge here. I'm not a represser. I know I could like break this up, repress it. I know that that is a possibility. I just don't really love doing that. I never have, and I don't foresee myself ever doing that. I don't know, I just don't really want to. So I'm just gonna try my best to get my brush around this edge for as long as I can and try to use up as much as I can. I might call this an empty before the whole ring is completely gone, because at some point it just gets like too hard to get the product out. But this pan, look at this pan. This pan is huge. I feel so good about this progress on this product. I really, truly do. I love this bronzer. When it's gone, I'm probably gonna repurchase it because it's a really stunning bronzer on the skin. But like, I feel really good about this progress. Then we have the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Luminous Light. Again, I'm gonna pop up a picture here to show you my progress throughout the whole project pan. Again, I feel kind of good about this progress. I do wish that pan was a little bit larger, but I feel like there is quite a bit of product in this, even though it's a mini. Like, it's a pretty thick amount of product, if you guys can tell. I don't know, like there's a pretty big dip there. So yeah, I don't know. This is really old. This is a really old product. I want to say going on 4, maybe 5 years. So that's the main reason I put it in this project pan. I just want to finish it up. Plus it's Hourglass, so it was expensive, even being a mini. I don't love this. I use it as a highlight to try to finish it, but I use that as a highlight and then I usually go over it with another highlight. So this is a very unnecessary step in my makeup application. I really only use it for work. So yeah, I don't know how much longer it's gonna take me to finish it, but I'm gonna keep chugging along. Then we have the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter, the mini. It's a mini, you guys, and I cannot finish it up. It is the never-ending brow gel, truly. Every time I pull out the wand, it still has like a ton of product on it. Like, and I use this all of the time. I use this anytime I set my brows. So I don't really know what else to say besides I'm going to keep using it pretty much almost every single solitary day. And eventually, one of these days, I'm gonna pull this wand out and there's not gonna be any product on it and it's gonna be done. And I will be very, very happy. But until then, I'm gonna keep using it because I have no other choice. And yeah, I'm a little frustrated. I'm a little frustrated that this is still going strong. I really wish that it was over and done. Not because I don't like it. It's a great brow gel. I have it in my brows today. Like, it's nice. It holds my brows nicely, and you know, they don't really go anywhere all day, but it's just taking so long, and it's a mini. If this was a full size, I'd feel a little bit better about it, but it's a mini and it's just taking forever. But one day I'll finish it. And then the last OG product from the project pan from the very first video is this Huda lipstick right here. This is her cream lipstick in the shade Impress. I feel good about this progress for sure. I definitely have seen more progress between the last update, like update 1 to update 2, than I did from my intro to update 1. Again, there'll be pictures here to show you. So I do feel good about the progress. This is a hot mess. It melted in my purse at a wedding back in like September, and it's just been kind of like a hot mess since, so please ignore that. But yeah, I do feel good about this progress. It is slowly but surely, you know, getting chipped down there. I love this lipstick. I love the formulation. I love the color. So I'm not upset that it's taking a while to finish, because I'll be sad when it's gone, because I really do love this. But also, I don't know, I'm just excited to finish it up, because mainly because it's just gross and not gross, but like it's all melty and it kind of like wiggles when I put it on and all of that. So I'm gonna keep, you know, chugging along. And then the last two products to update you guys on. The first one is the Hourglass Vanish Concealer in the shade Birch. It's kind of hard to tell how much I've got left, but if you can see on there, like I've got signs of scraping on the side. So like eventually I will finish this up, but again, kind of like the Benefit brow gel. Every time I pull this out, there's like a ton of product on the wand. So I'm not fully done yet. I just got that on my nose. It still smells funny. It still smells funny, guys. So that was if you missed it, that was the reason I put this in my project pan, because it smells like it's on the verge of going bad. And I've had it for a while, so that makes sense. It just still smells a little off, but it doesn't smell more off than before. So like, I don't think it's gone bad yet. Trust me, every time I pull out the wand to use it, I give it a sniff to make sure it doesn't smell like super rancid and like has gone bad. Because once this goes bad, I will stop using it. I'm not going to keep using it for the sake of finishing up. If it goes bad before I finish it, I'll be fine with it. But yeah, I mean, it still smells the same as before. But yeah, again, I'm gonna keep using this. I use this all of the time, but I think one of the main reasons it's hard to finish it is because it's very full coverage. So I don't really need a lot of it when I put it under my eyes and on my face to use it. So I think that's another reason why it's taken a while. But I do think in the next couple of months before my third project pan update, I will have this finished. And then last but not least, we have the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Lift Pencil in the shade Natural Brown. I know that this is gonna take me forever. This is the type of pencil that I do not need to use a lot of. It's a little bit thicker of a pencil, like a triangle, and it's very, very pigmented. So I don't need to use a lot of this at all. So even though I use it pretty much every day to do my brows like I did today, it's just gonna take me forever. Like I can truly see this being in my project pan the rest of the year, and maybe not even finishing it before the end of 2022, just because I know my brows and I know how much of this product I use on the daily. But if you can see in the picture, I have had a little bit of progress on it. Like you can see that it's a little bit smaller, not much, but a little bit. So I'm gonna keep using this. I like it, I do. I feel like sometimes it can give me a little bit of like the blocky brows in the front. So I have to be careful when I use this to not over apply it. Another reason why I think it's gonna take me forever to use up. But yeah, just get used to this baby, because it's gonna be in quite a few of these updates. And that was it, you guys. That was my project pan update number 2 for you. I feel really good. I finished up another 4 products, almost 5, because this one is almost gone. And then the other ones, I feel good about the progress on most of them. Like some of them I can definitely see being used up by my next update in the next month or 2. And some of them I just know I'm in it for the long haul, and I'm okay with that. I've accepted it. But let me know down below, what do you think of my progress? Like I said, I feel pretty proud about it. I feel pretty good, but then again, I literally use this stuff all the time. I've had a couple people comment that and ask me like, how do you finish up products that quickly? When I tell you that I go in with these all of the time. For work, anytime I do my makeup for work, I will pull in most of these products. Most of the Get Ready With Me's, if you watch my Get Ready With Me's on this channel, I use a lot of these products in those as well. My 1 week 1 palettes, I use a lot of these. So when I decide to pan something and put it in this project pan to finish up, I go hard and I use it over and over and over until it's gone. So you just kind of have to be really, really consistent in finishing up makeup and really anything else in life. So that was my project pan update. Let me know down below what you think of my progress. Again, I feel pretty good about it. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.